Can you give us details on the Lash fundraising and maybe what the next steps are in improving the building?
Yeah, we've raised over 25 million, or close to 25 million, in the course of the last about 4 years. We've over 7 million of that has been in this last year. The phase we're in right now are the position meeting rooms. Those are finishing up, I think, before we open camp here. So obviously, very soon. And then I think the players' lounge, the players' area is probably next, with some second floor projects to follow after that. But the fundraising has got some good momentum, and feel very good about it.
How far is that building away from where it needs to be competitive with everybody else in the nation, or is that just an ongoing? You always have to upgrade and that sort of thing.
Well, I think it certainly is an ongoing thing. If you look around the country, we're not trying to copy what anybody else is doing, but we're certainly trying to tell our story in the best way, and to provide our current student athletes with the space necessary, the kinds of investment necessary for them to study, compete, and train every day. But I think, if we get through those phases that I talked about, we'll be in a really good position. I think what we've done has been very tasteful, very Penn State. It tells our story. We've got such a great story of history and tradition of success, both on the field and off, that our building needs to tell that story as a reminder to our students every day who walk in that building, as well as to those who might consider to come to Penn State. Make sure they understand what they're coming to.
Sandy, where are season football tickets at, and are you satisfied with where they're at?
We have met our cap on season tickets. I believe that we are either at or sold out for on an individual game basis for four or five of our home. It's five. It's four, with tickets available for the first two non-con plus Maryland. I'm never satisfied.
Never satisfied.
But it's been obviously a great response from our fan base. It's going to be an incredible environment, as it always is, in Beaver Stadium this fall. And our fans are showing their appreciation for what our student athletes are doing, both on and off the field. I believe all of that plays a role in this fan base, this community's appreciation and support of our football program.
Sandy, there was a report this morning that Penn State and Temple are in negotiations for a two-game series, 26 and 27. What are your thoughts about that? Do you have any comment on that?
Well, sure. We've been talking to them, as we have a lot of people, to round out our schedule.
Are they where would you categorize the negotiations are? Beginning, middle, wrapping up?
Conversations.
Thank you.
They're all conversations until they're solidified.
Sandy, what are maybe some of the challenges of balancing how much you spend on football facilities versus what's needed? I mean, is there a danger of what's needed? Is there a danger of extravagance, I guess, versus a baseline of what you need to compete at this level?
I believe that's exactly what we're doing. I don't think we're doing anything extravagant. I think what we're doing is creating really high-quality space for training, educating, teaching, learning, and competing. And I think you layer on top of that a little bit of tell our story, which I believe very strongly in, not only for our current student athletes. Again, you need to remind them, they need to understand. They walk a little taller when they walk into a building. All of our student athletes walk into the Morgan Academic Center, and even subconsciously, they know their university has invested in them and invested in their academic success and their endeavors from an academic standpoint. Same is true of the Lash building for our football student athletes. Same is true of Panzer Stadium for lacrosse that's just finishing up right now. They whether it's conscious or subconscious, they have this feeling that their university has invested in their success. To tell the story, the history, tradition is a very important part of that. I don't believe that we're doing anything that is of extravagance, and that will always be kind of our way.